This is Brian Anderson. I'm here with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, our reporter, Allie LaForce. And there's a whistle. That goes on Devin. That's his first foul of the game. These two teams love to share the ball. Now, Doris, you were a gifted passer, a conference assist leader. What makes a great playmaker?
Well, look at Brian Anderson doing his homework on his partner here. I think, obviously, you have to have some vision. You've got to have a handle to be able to get to the spots you want to on the floor, to deliver the pass at the appropriate angle. But maybe most importantly, you have to have a desire to make your teammates better. You have got to be aware of where Mike Conley is. He's so capable outside the arc.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
The three from Barnes. And Conley grabs the miss. And so Conley will bring it up for the T-Wolves. We played just over a minute here in the first. Here's Randall. Oh, wow!
Wow, Julius Randall with a little flavor on the finish.
Outside Wembanyama. The three is up. Randall pulls down the board. And it really feels like the chemistry of this Timberwolves team has taken a step forward.
And, B.A., you know this. Winning always enhances that energy and chemistry. But beyond that, this is a roster full of players that have had individual success, and now they're hungry and thirsty for team success, because that's the true measure.
Here's Vassell. The Timberwolves getting their last shot to go. Here's Wembanyama. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
There were questions about Wembanyama's strength coming into the league. No problem with the contact here.
Randall with the drive. Pass to Gobert. Here's Conley. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Now here's Barnes. Takes a three. And that won't fall for him. He's 0 for 2.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Edwards looking for an opening. Here's Gobert. Outside Edwards. Second chance shot. Sochan with a rebound.
That's the shot you hope for. Right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
Barnes, it's good.
That's just terrific decision-making by Barnes. Pulls up to get just enough separation and drains it. That's really pretty.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Outside Edwards.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
It's stolen by Wembanyama. Here's Fox. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Everything Fox does is so fast. Makes him very difficult to guard without fouling.
Grant, when you talk about De'Aaron Fox, what an exciting player.
That he is, and just now entering the prime years of his career. We've seen him make great strides the last few years, and it's scary trying to think just how much he can still improve.
Now here's Fox. 4-3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Fox has got 6 points.
I love watching Fox get his revenge like this. A great triple.
Randall right side. And it's Randall with the jam.
He's a living highlight reel.
Seriously, that could end up being one of the best dunks of the year. And it's Fox with the jam.
Explosive speed gives Fox the clear advantage on the drive. He gets down the lane so fast.
Picked by Gobert. Edwards for three. Rebound by San Antonio. Pass to Wembanyama. And it's good for 2.
Yeah, this is what everyone wants to see Wembanyama doing. Dominating on the inside.
Randall deciding where to go with it. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
Minnesota shooting their first free throw this game. The free throw drops for Randall. On offense, here is San Antonio. Pass to Mamukelashvili. Randall with a steal. Here we go. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. And he finishes. That makes him 4 out of 5. Well, plenty of give and take so far.
Yeah, 6 lead changes already. Both teams came to play.
Outside Paul. Takes the 3. He can't hit that time. Here's DiVincenzo. And that's not gonna go. Misses at the buzzer. What a performance for Julius Randle. He has been the
Timberwolves, 17.
And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Well, you got to be impressed with how selfless they've been so far. Their passing has been simply outstanding.
Now here's DiVincenzo. McDaniels.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
And Minnesota with possession here. San Antonio getting their last shot to go. Ooh, Paul with the block. Shot clock at 6. Here's DiVincenzo. And the shot no good, a bit short. And so Paul will bring it up for the Spurs. Trailing by 2. And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. Pass to Castle. Here's Mamukelashvili. No good on the 3. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Brian, there's a lot of room for growth for the Spurs, even with their rising star, Victor Wembanyama, who said, I know it's not going to be easy. It's going to take some time before we contend for a title. I'm ready for anything and ready to sacrifice. I'm patient, but I'm not wasting time. Brian, plenty of motivation.
Chasing greatness is what they're doing, Allie. Doris, you look at the tools McDaniels has on defense. He can be special.
He can. There's incredible length, the reach, the strength. McDaniels very much able to be a shutdown defender against the best offensive players in the game.
Here's Castle. Still no points. There's a screen by Biyombo. And he lobs it up. And stolen by Clark. Here's McDaniels. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Spurs trail by 6. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
A little raw skill-wise, but Sohan has that rare physical traits and a tremendous upside.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Edwards can't hit. Here's Fox. Wembanyama up top. Pass to Barnes. Back to Wembanyama. Over Edwards. Wembanyama, no good.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
And De'Aaron Fox picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
So it's Minnesota now. 4-point game. Unloads from 13. Nice shot by DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo's got his first 2 points.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's on De'Aaron Fox.
Hard work pays off right there. Anthony Edwards finds himself in the paint and draws contact.
Doris, one of the most physical guards in the NBA, Anthony Edwards.
If you want to talk about a prototypical NBA body, it's Anthony Edwards. He's got size, strength, athleticism, but beyond that, he's so skilled. 3-level scorer, versatile on the defensive end, fearless when it matters. Anthony Edwards may be the next face of the league.
Now here's Edwards. Picked by Gobert. Puts it up from 15. Hits it. Now 2 of 6 from the field.
Well, if you find yourself in between in that mid-range area, Anthony Edwards so confident. Rise and fire, young sir.
3-pointer, Fox. It's rebounded by Minnesota. 1:04 left in the second. Pass to Clark. And here's Edwards. Over Fox. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
I think this is a spot he has got to become more consistent from if you want to command the defender's respect.
They get it back. Sohan.
Well, Sohan has been well coached on attacking the glass, and doing that gets him the follow-up bucket.
Hey, 32 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Pass to Reed. Left side, Edwards. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Edwards can't get that one to fall.
Hard to turn down a look that good. Still, long twos are losing favor, and misses like that are the reason why.
Fox, that's good.
I like it. Setting up Fox that time, getting him something in rhythm.
Reed sets a screen. 3-pointer. On target from range. Reed's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. And stolen by Edwards. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. It's Minnesota leading by 5. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Vassell outside. Driving in. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It goes on Mike Conley. Grant, compared to some of the flashier scorers, Devin Vassell has a more workmanlike approach.
Yeah, he can quietly drop a big game on you. He doesn't draw attention with stylish plays and big circus shots. He just grinds it out by finding his looks.
Spurs trail by 3. To the inside. Here's Wembanyama. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move. He's got a chance for one more at the line. They'll pin that one on Julius Randle. San Antonio shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. All right, Grant, give it to us straight here. What's the deal with star treatment in the NBA, you think?
Star treatment? What is that, B.A.? No, I think some players have a reputation which might help them on 50-50 calls. And you could argue that some players have a reputation that hinders them on the 50-50 calls. So it really just all depends.
Here's Wembanyama, following the score by Minnesota. Here's Paul. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
And Greg Popovich has called timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. There aren't many more dominant defenders in the NBA than Gobert.
Well, that's definitely fair to say, B.A., because his defense has an outsized influence on a game. The inside presence changes an opponent's game plan.
A big group substitution here for San Antonio. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Well, De'Aaron Fox, the inaugural 2023 Clutch Player of the Year, he said, quote, "You can't be afraid to fail. Obviously, you're not going to make every shot, but my team puts me in position to succeed, so the least I can do is have confidence in myself to take good shots." Brian?
Allie, thanks. You know, he's become a star. The drive by Randall. Pass to Edwards. Back to Conley. It's intercepted. And they're running. Here's Wembanyama. Out left to the wing. Ooh, a good look from Fox. McDaniels with the rebound.
Well, you simply have to shake that one off, right? You can't let that kind of missed opportunity bother you.
Randall, right side. With the fadeaway. San Antonio with the rebound.
Cannot believe he missed that one. Ooh, I'm sure he can't either.
And so Randall will bring it up for Minnesota. The lead is 2. For 3, Conley. Drills it from deep. Conley's got 6.
Oh, the defense has to stay attached to him on the perimeter.
Kicks it out to Barnes. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
This guy not an easy guy to rattle. Barnes finishing through contact for the +1.
San Antonio shooting their 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. And the foul called on Harrison Barnes. That's his first foul. And Greg Popovich has called timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. And San Antonio making a change here. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Pass to Gobert. 11 feet out, and it's off the back of the rim, no good. San Antonio trailing here. Here's Wembanyama. And they're unable to get the tying bucket there. Up top, Randall. He's got 11. And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
Jump ball call.
Here's Wembanyama. Drives to the hoop. Oh, Wemby takes the contact and scores.
Boy, Wembanyama has every shot in the bag. Just a great touch there.
Here's Randall. Outside, DiVincenzo. Back to Randall. Oh, Fox with a steal. Fades. And too long on the shot. They've got a shot at taking back the lead here.
Yes, they do. Could be the opening they've been waiting for.
Ooh, Wembanyama, just too good.
Man, Wembanyama getting it done. Woo!
Outside, DiVincenzo. .55 seconds left to play in the third quarter here.
And this is the absolute wrong time to stop communicating. They have to get in sync.
And Minnesota making a change here. 55 seconds left to play in the third. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
It's so hard to guard Fox without fouling him, especially when he's being the aggressor.
He shot 2 free throws in the game. He's made 1 and missed 1. The Timberwolves making a switch here. And Chris Finch has called timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. 50 seconds left in the third quarter. Now here's Randall. 11 points in the game. And that time also a missed shot.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
Pass to Alexander Walker. Randall outside. Out to DiVincenzo. 6 on the shot clock. Beyond the arc. The shot off that time. Good work defensively by Fox. Shoots over DiVincenzo. No good with a fallback jumper.
Listen, simply put, he's got to finish that. It's not like the defender was right on top of him.
Points coming in bunches as we wrap up.
The Timberwolves. 39.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Timberwolves trail by 7. And he banks in the layup.
In crunch time, trying to get the foul, the bucket, or both.
And here's Paul. Second chance effort. Biyombo, good. And the Spurs lead by 7.
We call that persistence, folks. Bismack Biyombo is a force on the offensive glass.
And there's a pick. Here's DiVincenzo. And that one drops.
Well, the defense wants to keep the ball out of that area. Why? Because if it gets in there, most players are going to finish.
Johnson on the wing. Pass to Paul. 5 to shoot. He shoots over DiVincenzo. And again, it's San Antonio converting.
Well, that's about Chris Paul getting to his spot and making the defense pay. This guy is lethal with his mid-range game.
To the left wing. Here's Reed. There's the drive. A slam dunk by Reed.
With the explosive leaping ability, he's able to play center despite being undersized.
Timberwolves trail by 5. A slam dunk by Reed.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. And Greg Popovich has called timeout. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Over the last break, I got a chance to hear what Greg Popovich was telling his team. This might be a close late game, but don't tell coach. They were cool as a cucumber in the huddle, and I think that resonates with their players. We'll see if that approach works. Brian?
All right, appreciate it, Allie. San Antonio leading by 3. Three-pointer, Fox. And it's Gobert with a rebound.
Well, you can see why the defense dared him to shoot it. That's not really his spot.
Wow, potent offense. It's been fun to watch.
Just aggressive and effective, taking it right to the defense.
And they go to the intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Here's Conley. To tie it up. Sinks it from distance. It's all knotted up.
A savvy playmaker with a great handle. Conley runs such a smooth pick and roll.
Second personal foul.
He's off on the first.
First team foul. At the line for
Good on the second one.
Out in front now, although he left 1 point on the board right there.
And so it's Conley who brings up the ball for Minnesota. To take the lead. Randall outside. Picked by Gobert. Randall with the drive. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama.
With great mobility in the 8-foot wingspan. Yes, 8 foot. Wembanyama easily wipes that shot away.
Now here's Conley. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth. Up top, Randall. Down low. Just 5 to shoot. And Gobert with the stuff.
Rudy Gobert is so competitive. Doesn't want to let a big moment go by. Nicely done.
Now Fox. The reverse. Anthony Edwards with a rebound. Pass to Randall. And it's Randall with the jam.
Julius Randall under tremendous pressure with the big bucket.
Sohan. And it's good. 2 points.
That right there, a huge basket from Sohan, showing absolute fearlessness in the clutch.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth. Randall, good. And the Timberwolves lead by 3.
Yeah, you know that when Julius Randall gets into his rhythm offensively, he can be problematic for defensive teams.
Pass to Barnes. Lets it fly. He's off on that one. Minnesota leading by 3. They double Randall. And it's out of bounds to Minnesota. McDaniels inside. Pass to Reed. 6 to shoot. Here's Randall. The rebound by the Spurs. From deep, Wembanyama. They grab their own miss. Outside Barnes. Tipped away. DiVincenzo with it. Now guarded by Wembanyama. Outside Edwards. Pass to Randall.
Looking to close things out. That might have been the nail in the coffin.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
McDaniels, that's good.
The assist, Julius Randle.
So it's Minnesota picking up the